Injury Lawyer Studios. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Go! Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben.
I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be mean and ugly. I'm going to be mean. Sorry. I'm going to be mean. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm fighting it. I'm going to be mean.
So we're going to do a little good cop, bad cop, or
no,
or or task force of dirty cops.
No, I'm going to be like the movie Identity. I've got a lot of different Steves running around in my head this morning, and you're going to hear I'm going to be mad. I'm going to throw a hissy fit about the team. I'm going to talk about how we have a issue that I don't know that can ever be fixed. Ever in any year. I'm going to talk about how we were missing our point guards, so shut the hell up. I mean, you're missing the top 10 pick in the draft. I mean, Jesus, what'd you expect him to do? I'm going to talk about how we have the softest bigs on planet Earth, and I'm going to talk about how we have a death date in the tournament, which sucks because there's 12 teams that if we play, they're just going to beat us. I'm also going to talk about, dude, the shots weren't falling. If they're hitting shots, they can beat anybody. It's going to be a very awkward show.
Nikki V in the booth.
They want the boot. I rewatched some of the game this morning.
I can't wait. I need your analysis this morning. That's exactly what I need. Break it down for me.
To quote Lawrence, I'm mad.
I'm mad.
Everything Steve said.
And everybody there is so nice.
How come they made so many threes in the second half?
Marcus,
and we couldn't make any.
You know the people in East Tennessee are so nice. They're the nicest people on planet Earth. Except the three jerk-offs that were sitting in front of us. But other than those three, everybody was so kind.
Hospitable, you might say.
The lady at I go get my soda, okay? Old lady. She's like, how you doing, honey? And I'm like, well, you know, we're down 7 at half. And I'm like, she goes, oh, baby, we're always up sometimes. And we end up losing. She goes, you keep your head up. Y'all got a chance. And I'm like, oh, no, ma'am, we don't. Yeah, I was like, no, I'm explaining to her. I'm like, no, sweetheart. I've watched this team a lot. I could go home now if I wanted to. Like, this team don't have a chance tonight. And we'll get into all that in a few, why I felt that way. And she was like, well, you know what, baby? She goes, look, she handed me the soda and pushed my debit card away. Like gave it back to me without charging. She handed me a souvenir Tennessee Cup soda, pushed my debit card away, and she said, as long as we all beat the hell out of Kentucky.
What a great exchange, Steve.
And she pushed my debit card, like, because she could see. I was like, I was defeated.
You were hurt.
I'm like, look,
you were hurt.
Yeah, I was like, I know it's a 7-point game. We don't have a chance. Because again, we'll get into that in a minute. Because they can get a bucket anytime they want around the rim. So I'm done. This game's over. I mean, it was the equivalent of watching an offensive line dominate you early, and you're like, we ain't got a shot. So yeah, she pushed my card back and said, as long as we all beat the hell out of Kentucky, baby. And I was like, God, y'all are so nice.
I'm assuming the phone lines are open.
Mm-hmm.
So the trip was okay, Steve? The drive?
It pushes my limits, but you've made that drive many of a time, and it's so easy. I mean, because you're just interstate, home. It's such an easy drive. So, yeah, look, trip was great. Man, had a great time with Cooper, great time with Chris, great time with Charity's uncle and Creighton and Blankenbaker. Leo was there. We had a great time. Trip was great. The environment was great. Environment was fantastic. I have nothing negative to say about the environment other than the guy that does their announcing at halftime. Like, you start to appreciate Jim Hill. That guy sucked. Oh, he was terrible.
But
the old
outside
guys,
of that,
I was leaving. I swear to God, as I'm leaving, because there were the jerks in front of us were waving to Louisville fans as they were leaving. So I got up and was like, "Hey!" They kind of looked like, "Oh." I'm like, "Wave at me. I'm leaving. I deserve it." I was like, "Wave me out of this place."
good job. Yeah, I need this to burn into my brain. I need this feeling to burn. This is the kind of feeling leaving this arena is going to drive me on 93.9 The Ville to be able to communicate all of my, if I'm Steve Rummage, all of my emotional roller coaster.
Hey,
on
the
Wednesday
older
morning.
guy that sat behind them said, "Hell yeah, that's how you leave a game right there." and then the guy at the end with his son, he took his son to the game. They're having a great time. He did the thing. He was like, "You guys are fine." He was like, "You don't have your point guard. We needed this one." I'm like, "Look, I wanted to grab him by his cheeks."
Was that a Clemson or was that a legit?
No. He was genuine.
Okay.
He was genuine. He was like, "You guys got a good team. You're not bad." I wanted to grab him by his cheeks though, like Billy Madison when he's like, he's like, "I want to go to high school, Billy." And he grabs him by his fat cheeks and he's like, "Don't you ever say that again." When that guy said that, I wanted to grab him by his face with both of his hands and go, "My big men are soft asses. I have no chance of winning anything." And then stare at him right in his eyeballs as I walked away. And he would go, "That guy has mental issues." I have nothing in the paint, sir. Nothing. I can't win piss. Then we drove home. That was great. Great drive.
You got dropped right off, huh? Or it
was great. Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Look, I was in bed. I was in my bed at 1:10. No issues at all. It was great. Trip was great. I got great news on the way down, which I'm going to, in the second hour, I want to talk about that. Something I'm extremely excited for. And now my hopes are up, and I'm going to be sad if it doesn't happen, but I want to talk about that. But yeah, it was just, Marcus, I said it early. And we got loaded phone lines. We'll get to you in just a second. Let us just get a couple of the macros off our chest.
The morning
monologue. I said it early. Yeah, I said it early. Listen, let everything I say today, I almost need to preface with, I did not have my top 10 pick in the NBA draft. Does that matter? Yes, it does. However, it is troublesome that game after game that we play against these same kind of teams, it's not that we lose. Marcus, it's Tennessee last year. It's Ole Miss last year. It's Creighton in the tournament. It's Arkansas. It's Tennessee. It's not that we lose. It's that I could watch 4 possessions and say, all right, well, what do y'all want to do? Well, I mean, they're not going to win. I mean, it's just a matter of how close are they going to keep it. They're not going to win this game. Marcus, please correct me if I'm wrong. If you watched that Tennessee game, dude, you knew realistically, at the under 12 in the first half, you were like, I mean, if somebody gets crazy hot, we'll win maybe, but we're not going to win. It's just a matter of how much do we lose by. And that just sucked. And it's kind of becoming a trend against certain teams. Now, hey, it's a certain team. It's a certain type of team. I'm not saying Louisville's going to be terrible. I'm not saying Louisville's not going to turn around and win a ton of games. They're going to win a ton of games this year. We're going to win a ton of basketball games this year. It's though that there are monsters out there. You talk about this all the time, Marcus. And like I said, tell me I'm an idiot when you take over anytime you want. You talk about the monster all the time. You said that's why it sucks playing Bama early. It's why it sucks playing some of those teams early, because when they do something to you, you go, I can win every game, but I know that is there. I know that's out there. It's kind of the feel around, and I'm still learning Pat Kelsey, and I like Pat Kelsey, and I still think Pat Kelsey's going to be fine. This isn't a anti-Pat Kelsey take, but right now, until I'm proved differently, I feel like there's a boogeyman. And look, Louisville's going to win a crap ton of games down the stretch. I think there's a chance Louisville only loses 2-3 games for the rest of the year. That's how good I think we are. But it feels like there's a boogeyman waiting for me in March. And there's about 12 teams I could name off. And I'm going to go, well, yeah, I mean, whatever happens in the tournament. But when I run into one of those, I mean, I got a death date. Like, I'm not going to beat those teams. It's too big, too physical for me. I don't know. Like I said, tell me I'm stupid. I hope you can. I'm afraid, though, you're going to agree with me more than I like.
What is it about that boogeyman that scares you the most on a basketball floor?
It's that, again.
Or is it the combination?
No, I'm trying to find a good way to answer this, because, like I said, I'm going to keep equating this to football a touch. If I can't win in the trenches, I can't win the game. I could see that early. It's like you could watch the James Madison game this year. And in the first couple drives, you were like, it's going to be a game. Now, we had more talent than them, but it kind of felt like Cincinnati. It's like, man, Cincinnati, what they're doing to us underneath, they're getting easy baskets. Like, it's going to be a game. We just have more talent than they did, and we can win that game. So when I'm watching my guys, and again, let me say, I'm going to keep saying it because I feel like it needs to keep being said just to continue to burn it in our brain a little bit. Offensively, when I watched my team yesterday and I'm watching, it's like, oh, how are we getting a bucket? And Tennessee, even early. I mean, Nate Ament, the first drive of the game, like, he missed it, but he was like, Isaac McNeely was on him, and he said, well, you could tell they were like, get out of the way. Let him go to the basket. What are you doing? He's 6'10", and I think he missed the shot, but it was like, that's not good. And again, we were missing our top 10 draft pick point guard, but we just couldn't get anything that was remotely a good look. I mean, I celebrated when Adrian Woolley hit that step back, and I want to talk about Adrian Woolley because I think he was a bright spot. But when he hit that step back, it was like, oh, man, like, that was a good shot. But you know what the guy next to me said?
That was a tough shot.
Dude, the guy next to me, behind me, said, that's a hell of a shot. Wearing his Tennessee orange.
Yep.
Hey, that's a hell of a shot, man. Live with that. And I had to look at him and say, he really ain't hit that all year. Now, granted, I think that's in his repertoire, and that's part we can talk about Adrian Woolley and some of the coming out stuff I'm seeing from him, which is good. But I knew they wasn't worried about that. Like, and I think that's the thing. Watching their bigs, Marcus, they went on a little run in the second half. Gillespie just gets to the rim 3 straight times. But it wasn't really Gillespie. You know what it was? They just sealed our bigs. They just sealed our bigs off. I mean, they got their big rear ends underneath. They sealed our bigs, and they said, if you can make one move, Gillespie, you'll get to the bucket. And he got to the bucket and hit 3 straight layups on 3 straight possessions. I mean, you can't win a game like that unless there's an outlier. And right now, Isaac McNeely, as much as I love him, as much as I think he's doing some good stuff defensively, right now, on December 17th, the data can change. It feels like if you play a bigger, more physical, athletic team, he just can't get shots. And that's with or without Michael. He couldn't really against Kansas. He couldn't really against Arkansas. He couldn't really against, hell, he really couldn't get against Memphis. And he couldn't against Tennessee. He almost becomes a non-factor offensively. That's troublesome.
Let's get to the phone lines.
Yeah, let's do it. Who do we got first, Nick? Rabbit, welcome into 93.9. What's going on, man?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you guys?
Fantastic.
Couldn't be better.
Yeah, well, actually, that's a dumb question to ask. Come to think about it, but
No, perfect.
Okay, guys. So, I didn't get to see the game last night because I'm out delivering, in Norton Commons. Didn't really get a chance to watch the game, and but before the game started, I talked to a buddy of mine that owns a photographer's shop over there, and and I told him a couple things that worry me. I was like, Ted, what bothers me here is the statistics. They've lost 3 in a row. He's really good, over 85% coming off a loss, playing at home. There were just some things that bothered me statistically, okay? And then I said something to the effect of, and I've been saying this for a while, Wooley's definitely gonna come along. I can't wait to see it, and I'm really starting to see it over the last couple games. But we are gonna need the likes of somebody like Zugris, a big body banger that can get people out of the way. We are weak on the inside when another team has talent on the inside, and I think that he's going to be an important factor for us if we're going to make any noise down the road. We have this way of catching fire and shooting great on certain nights, but you can't be one-dimensional. And there are going to be nights like last night. From everything I saw when I watched the quick review of the game, that just I'm hoping that Kelsey's able to do something with that, and I believe in him. But I'm curious what you guys think. How important is somebody like Zugris down the road? And where do we go from here? What do we do to combat this? I was curious what you guys think here.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate the call, man.
Appreciate the call, Rabbit. I am writing down Rabbit and Zugris so I can spin back around and address his question. Who do we got up next?
I believe it's Adrian next. Adrian, welcome into 93.9. What's up, man?
I know about the game is one, I'm glad we don't have Jimmy Dykes calling our games the whole season. Because I don't know. I don't like him. But the second thing is that matchup with Ament and McNeely, I didn't like that matchup from the start. And they're talking about like Louisville being physical. I mean, how much more physical do they want the game to be? I mean, it's basically a football game out there, but that's all I got to say.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. And listen, and Marcus, I think you would agree with that. I mean, they established pretty early, look, it's going to be a physical game, and we're going to let it be physical.
Yep.
I mean, they did do that. I'll listen to that. Like, obviously we're not in a position today to necessarily do the referee thing, but they made it clear, like y'all going to be able to be physical today. But Louisville, you got to adjust to that too. One more. You want to get one more in here really quick?
Yep.
Will from Tampa. What's going on, my man?
Man, how y'all doing, fellas? Y'all, your better days ahead.
We're dealing with it.
I'm gonna try to make it quick. I still love the team. I still love the head coach, but Pat Kelsey can't train the team to race against cheetahs, and then we end up locked in a cage with bears. And I need why can't Hadley last year, he played the 4 out of necessity because of injuries. Why does he have to start the 4 this year when I feel like he would be a better 3? If they're not a prolific up and down scoring team from the perimeter, why can't we start through Pryor, Hadley at the 3, and then the 2 guards? Or even, why can't we start Roots at the 3? Let him match up against Nate Mint, because they're not going to shoot lights out and everything, and that gives us a good matchup to contain them inside, and then hopefully our guards can do enough to pull the game away. But, you know, they can't dominate inside if we match up from the get-go and not wait 8 to 9 minutes and we're down 12, 15 points because they are dominating inside, and then say, hey, let's put some big guys in there now. And that's really all I got.
Mm-hmm.
Great times ahead, but, you know, try to peel that back from me. Now, why isn't Hadley at the 3 and not the 4?
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call for sure. I don't know, Marcus. I don't think lineups are the issue.
Lineups are not the issue.
I mean, do you agree with me on that? I don't. Like I said, I'm saying it, but I'm welcoming feedback. I don't think the lineups are the issue at all.
Okay, where do we start? Let's start with yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with yesterday. Ron Slay joined us. Do you remember, like, listening to him when he talked about the game? There was nothing on the court that really made him afraid.
Mm-mm.
Recruiting, got some tougher guys, get a little something out of your bigs, but nothing about the game really concerned him. Maybe some last year uber motivation. That was the best thing he could come up with to be scared of Louisville.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a reason he felt like that going into the game. Yesterday, Steve, I don't know if it was with you or after you left, but I know how cliche it sounds for me to sit up here and say, do y'all realize that when a team can go down there, reverse pivot, and make a clean entry pass and not worry about the basketball being stolen? I said, Steve, that is what college basketball is at its core. When it's tournament time, it's set your man up, run off the screen, keep the ball with 2 hands, lock in on the block. Fighting for real estate on the basketball court long before the ball gets into post-feeding range is where it matters. Denying a clean entry pass is where it matters. Okay? When you're tired, when you're nervous, when you're off, when you're on, fundamentally sound. Let me find a spot to use the backboard and go through my opponent. It's what college basketball is at its core. It's the reason that Coach, what's his name? Rick Barnes.
Rick Barnes. Yeah.
Rick Barnes.
Hell of a coach, by the way.
Hell of a coach. There's a reason that Rick Barnes, Tom Izzo, and Bill Self, and all these OG coaches start their camps and go through their practices with their vitamins.
Yeah.
And their vitamins are seal, reverse pivot, and get lower than your opponent.
Yep.
That is where your strength comes from. When you say a word like soft, when you say a word, when someone says words like punked, right? That's what it looks like. It, again, as strong as you are, like full body man, adult strength, Elijah, if he dropped down and got into your lower thighs and knees, he could drive you across your entire neighborhood and not break a sweat. If you stand up straight, Steve, somebody, think about that. Somebody who's 100 pounds lighter than you can drive you across the neighborhood
without question
and not break a sweat. So that's when I'm going, like, that's why I'm extra careful about words like soft, words like punked.
No, that's a good correction too. I use soft just when I'm
emotional,
pissed off.
Yeah,
but
emotional.
You're 100% right. Like, I don't think they're mentally weak players.
You're right. They're not soft humans.
Yeah.
Their technique and their focus is not where it needs to be. Their intensity and desperation level to keep their man off of that block is not there against long, athletic, strong players. It's the comfort level you give them by not fighting over that real estate the entire time. The lack of stabbing at the ball when they know they're playing bigger, stronger, faster. That's when your technique has to be better. But you can't play a team bigger, faster, stronger, and they have better technique. And they value the real estate. The simplest thing in the world to do. When you saw those layups, the big man, I mean, just the oldest, most traditional, fundamentally sound things to do. The big man runs the middle. He gets up the court. He seals at about the dotted line. Now, you can throw it over where he can get an easy layup if in transition, if the big beats you down court and seals you. Or he can stay there and let the point guard turn their big into a double screen. It's the value of the position. It's the value of the dotted line spot for the big that made us look weak. Right?
Yeah. No, 100%.
So when you start there with the comfort level that we saw Tennessee getting to their spots, and we're letting them get to their spots, and we're not affecting their entry passes. All of that before the actual bucket. The work is done. When they get the ball on the block, the work is done. The food is there. Finish your breakfast. That's all that's left to do is finish your breakfast if you let them get the ball in that position and you stay behind them. And Lord knows, if you think you're going to half cover, shade on the top side of a big and have the nerve to let a baseline pass and you're on the top side of a fundamentally sound big, right? It looked worse because of the muscles on carry.
Sure.
But anybody within 5 inches of Fru's size, when sealed in that position, 94% of the work is already done, and you're not going to be able to not foul any aggressive big man in that position. You could see it coming a mile away. Now listen, we have the ability to start fighting over that position. We have the ability to get lower. We have the ability to scout and make other teams uncomfortable. We can grow a lot. But our appreciation for the real estate on a floor, if that doesn't change, will be great in our record, waiting on the boogeyman to.
Yep.
It's time.
It's fantastic analysis.
It's time. But
let's take a break and fix it.
Let's fix it, Steve. Let's fix
real
it.
Quick,
That's
real
what we
quick.
do. Go ahead.
That's what we do. Can we get Jeremy in here really quick before we go to break?
Let's do it.
Yeah, Jeremy, thanks for waiting, man. I appreciate it. Welcome into 939.
Oh, it's no problem, guys. I hate to say it, but I feel like we're front runners, and that if we should beat you, we'll beat you. But elite coaching or good coaching seems to have us figured out pretty easy. Nothing gets open, and like you said earlier, within like the first 3 possessions, I told my son, I was like, "Well, bud, this ain't gonna be worth watching." And I hate to say that.
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
You could tell immediately that we weren't going to get any good looks. We weren't going to stop anything. And we can be 30-3 and lose in the first round just to a team that plays good defense. And I don't know. I don't know what coach can do about that. Recruit different. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Listen, Jeremy, we appreciate the call, man. I get, like, that's one call that, like, I get the wording. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, but I get it today. Yeah. Like, I know what he's saying.
Everything is hyperbole today.
Sure.
Most things are hyperbole. Some things are just.
Yeah. Some things are hyperbole. Some things you're like, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Quick commercial break. Let's keep it rolling. 939 DeVille.
Jeff Brom and the Cards are going bowling. Touchdown! 36 yards! Miller Moss to Chris Bell! It's Louisville facing off against Toledo on Tuesday, December 23rd in the Boca Raton Bowl.
I think we'll have a good plan. They're a good football team. They have more athleticism than you think. They've got some really good players. They're going to be out to prove themselves, to beat a Louisville team from a power conference. They're going to play hard.
Pre-game coverage starts at 12:30 with kickoff at 2. Right here on your play-by-play home of the Cards, 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app. Pretty soon, turning on the heat in your house will be a common event. And if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station, DFH Company. This month from DFH, you'll receive a 10-year parts and labor warranty. And you'll finally have the temperature just right in that hard-to-heat-up room this winter. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH Company today about a train comfort system at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval.
Hi, Shane Hoffman with the Neil Huffman Auto Group. And if you are looking to sell your vehicle, we can make it fast and easy. We will buy any model, any make, and any year. You can visit us online today at huffmanbuysit.com. Huffman has it.
Do you want to grow your business? ESPN Louisville wants to help take it to the next level. Let ESPN Louisville assist through the best sports talk, the power of local and national sports news, brand building and connecting fans through audio and digital elements, live broadcasts, and much more. Email us at partnerships@espnlouisville.com. That's partnerships@espnlouisville.com.
Tired of that squeaky, unreliable garage door? Louisville's trusted experts in residential garage door installation and repair. From the same family behind Schiller Hardware, serving our community for nearly 100 years, Schiller Overhead Door brings that same quality craftsmanship and reliability right to your home. Schiller Overhead Door specializes in beautiful, durable garage doors built to last. And if you're not ready for a brand new door, no problem. Schiller Overhead Door can replace that old, noisy operator with a smooth, quiet system that makes your garage feel brand new. With winter right around the corner, cold weather can put extra strain on your garage door and its operator. So now's the perfect time to make sure everything's running smoothly. Schiller Overhead Door also offers commercial overhead doors, dock levelers, and commercial operators to keep your loading areas safe and efficient. Don't wait for a breakdown. Call Schiller Overhead Door today or visit espnlouisville.com/garage for your free quote.
So you just started working and you're finally on your career journey. But with student loans, rent, groceries, you need every dollar to be working for you. That's why Commonwealth Credit Union created Power Checking, the incredible all-in-one account that powers your spending and with built-in high-yield savings, grows your balance at the same time. No minimums, no limits. Visit ccuky.org/power to learn more. Power Checking only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently. Insured by NCUA. Call us at 1-800-228-6420 for details.
Gift giving gives me a headache. Way too pricey.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Huh? What's your deal?
What's my deal? I got holiday savings at Metro. I got 4 lines for just $25 each.
Wow.
And 4 free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G and no activation fees and no ID required. Gifts covered.
Get that more for your money feeling. Only at Metro. Visit your store today. Just bring your number. Not available if you've been with Metro or T-Mobile in the past 180 days.
Give the gift of pro soccer this holiday season. The Louisville City and Racing Louisville Holiday Pack features 6 tickets starting at just $99. Plus, each purchase includes a team-branded holiday stocking. Visit LynnFamilyStadium.com to shop today. Holiday Pack tickets are flexible. Use them on a single game or mix and match for multiple games when the 2026 season kicks off in March. That's the Lou City and Racing Holiday Pack. 6 tickets for just $99. Visit LynnFamilyStadium.com to give the gift of soccer this holiday season.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
Here's what you missed on The Drive with Mark Ennis.
There isn't a huge drop-off when they go from starters to bench, and they all kind of bring their own thing too. There's really nobody that comes in that you're just like, let's just get through this. Nope, Khalifa, I guess, but like he's capable of like doing stuff that is a challenge, and even perhaps I think stressing the other team in ways that they don't usually face. Because how many other big men really pass like that?
The Drive, weekdays 3 to 6 on 93.9 The Ville.
One could have. If you agree with this sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use at the 93.9 studios for that hard-to-heat, hard-to-cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. So, Rabbit asked about Zagreus. Again, wide post-ups, I like. His ability to fight for the landscape or the real estate, I like. Explosion-wise, athleticism-wise, he just won't give us what we need in that environment.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. When he called, but I understand.
I know what he said,
and I don't hate it.
No, and again,
I'm looking for answers.
It's not a bad suggestion because he does bring the physical posture. You know, he just doesn't check the boxes at enough other places. You know,
when he come in, Rick Barnes couldn't get Carey in his hands quick enough and was like, go. I was sitting right there watching it. Go. And I love Zoo. But this is to your point, just when you're like, yeah, no, he's tough. He's got a good head space. I like that. But I don't think we have a soft mentally team. So I don't think like our head space is the issue. But when he come in, Barnes was screaming at Gillespie, get him the ball. Get him the ball. Like, I mean, that is when Zoo Grease came in. I mean, it was like, get Carey on the block and get the hell out of his way. And that's exactly what they did. They were like, hey, look, if they're going to put this kid in, let's go. Because what's this kid going to do? He's going to be tough. He's going to be physical. And he's probably going to foul. Or we're going to just outskill him. And that's what happened. So, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think he's the answer at all.
Number two.
Again,
go ahead.
Real quick, I want to say, like this texter says, and I want to be clear when we're talking about all this, like they say, hey, Florida lost to Tennessee in the regular season by 20 last year and won the national title. Like, I'm with you. I understand. Like, I'm not throwing the season out. You know what I mean? Like, we're not doing that. I want to be clear. We're not doing that. But in a game like that, at a place like Louisville, I see some glaring issues that I have saw going back into last year. So this is more, even though we haven't talked about Pat Kelsey once, and I love Pat Kelsey. I'm not firing Pat Kelsey. This whole show's been more about him, even though we haven't mentioned him. But you know what I'm saying? Like we're talking about you, Coach. Like, you know, everything we're talking about the coach.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? Like,
the team from an identity, from a style, from a, you know, what is necessary to be good at in what's necessary to be good at winning regular games and what's necessary. Yesterday we spent the whole show talking about things that travel. What kind of luggage do you have to be able to pack to win tournament games? What kind of luggage do you have to be able to pack to go into Thompson Bowling or Arkansas, you know, Bud Walton, whatever.
And you want to know something I saw yesterday?
I'm listening.
It was a little roster. Because like the next texter says, well, Florida had multiple bigs. Next year, do you know what we didn't have last year? We're like, man, we need more shooters. We need some more stuff like this. I feel like we went and got a lot of that. Now, you know what I saw? Yeah, I do love the 6'3", 6'4" shooter. I need some more 6'7", 6'8". I need some size. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But I need out of my 6'8". I need my 6'8" to be able to play 6'8" and be effective.
That's it.
Couldn't agree with Adrian Moore, Jimmy Dykes. That's a kiss of death. It's nailed to a chalkboard, to me in particular. The Ament McNeely challenge or matchup. That's got to be a strong conversation. First of all, I understand the gamble, the trade-off that you thought you were going to get. I talked about it last night on the YouTube. Listen, I'll take McNeely if Ament's going to make mistakes on the defensive end. I'll take McNeely if he can get some shots off, if he can get into Nate Ament's body, if he can make himself effective. Okay? But if Nate Ament's going to be comfortable dribbling that ball right in front of you, going to the basket without you knocking it loose at his size, then McNeely, you're going to have to say, okay, you're not effective in this game. And the confidence of Nate Ament had been putting the ball on the ground all season long. So you could tell in the game plan, it was, we're going to take the Ament McNeely matchup. We're going to let him shoot. That first shot he made, that's bad. Listen, it's a bad shot. You're making him shoot a tough two, but Nate Ament didn't think Isaac McNeely had anything to do with if he hit or missed. And
Did it not remind you of Syracuse? Do you remember the game I'm talking about? We're here. It's at the Center. They had 3 guys that were about 6'8". And if Ryan McMahon got on one of them, and I don't mean this as a slight to Isaac. Isaac's more athletic. He's bigger.
Yep.
But they said, get to the free throw line, shoot over. And what you just said, he's not going to affect that. And Nate Ament felt like that early.
Yeah.
He felt, and it wasn't a shock to me that he went off in the second half.
Yep.
Because
his comfort level was there. You didn't do anything to make him uncomfortable at all.
Nothing.
He's a freshman. And we as a unit didn't make him uncomfortable. We didn't surprise trap help. We didn't force Nate Ament to make another decision. We didn't force Tennessee to do almost any adjusting to anything.
We got them late in the shot clock a lot. That's why that game went so fast. It felt like, until the end, and then it slowed down, but I was gone by then. We got them
wait a
toward
minute.
the end of the
Did
shot
y'all
clock
have a
quite
moment
bit.
where y'all looked at each other and just like, without speaking, just said,
Yep. We all said it.
Everybody just looked.
If we get to 5 minutes and this thing is not within 12, we're out of here. It was like, all right, let's go. But we got them deep. Now, let me talk about that really quick too. 2 shot clock violations out of timeouts is just unacceptable. Like that can't happen. We can't get 2 shot clock violations out of a timeout. Now that's some of the stuff where I'm just going to be mean and ugly and be like, Coach, that just can't happen.
Okay, I got a problem.
Okay,
I got a problem in that ilk. This is my problem and my problem alone to bear. And this is do with this what you will. And again, your disclaimer covers me under the insurance policy of nobody hates their team. Nobody thinks the world is falling. But the things that we are discussing are issues that are going to continue to be issues until they're not issues.
No, our show is the Louisville car ride home. It's the Louisville fan car ride home. We like to get in here and be able to. This should be a safe place where you can vent your.
Yeah, and because you know what the intention is. The intention is never to crush our team. Right. And I don't even want to say it like that. I want to say I appreciate so much about the game that I don't think people appreciate that this show can survive on its own with 99% appreciation and absolutely 1% critique, whatever, because so much goes overlooked. Okay, speaking of overlooked, I want you to go back to the alley-oop play early in the game to Sananda Fru. Here is where the crossroads of phrases like free-flowing offense and execution just crash at a train crossing to me. Okay, set plays, we usually expect some kind of set play out of a timeout, okay? And we ran this play for an alley-oop to Sananda Fru. When you go back and watch that play, Steve, and I'm going to tell you in detail so you can know exactly what I'm talking about just this for Marcus Maben, this can't work because I can't unlearn this. Okay. Adrian Woolley comes off like a wraparound screen at the top of the key. He's like the first guy into the motion, okay?
Yep.
He ends up being the one who throws the alley-oop. But he wraps around Sananda Frew at the beginning. Let's just say this play has, three passes to get to the alley-oop or the flare, whatever. Steve, on the very first cut, if somebody is trailing you, Steve, and they trail you over the top of the screen out at the three-point line, and there's nothing but air and opportunity between Adrian Woolley and the basket because his man trailed him over the top of the screen.
He's on your hip, man. Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, Adrian Woolley.
Marcus, you know what I called that really quick?
I'm listening.
I used to tell when I was coaching with Leaves, and I can't wait to get back to doing next year. Leaves might be listening, but it's okay because sometimes I tell the players stuff that he don't know. I would tell. We had one specific point guard, Tress Noller. He's at Meade County, and I love the kid. He was like, I said, if and exactly what you were talking about. I said, if that dude, I know, I call that FTP. And they knew what that meant.
Yep.
That means
blank
the play. I don't care what he called.
Yep.
If he trails you over that, and go shoot the God blessed layup. And guess what? Coach won't yell at you.
Because and especially out of a timeout, that's when the defense is at its most analyzing. Okay, what are they going to try to do? What are they plotting to do? So their feet are stuck in stone trying to see what's going on out of a timeout. Okay, Adrian Woolley, the first part of that play, he swings around the big, his guys trailing him, nothing but air between him and the basket. And I'm like, we have got to be able to get to that play. Adrian Woolley never even looked at the ball coming to him. I think Hadley had the ball in the wing. He never even looked at the basket. So when you're running plays for just the finished product, again, it used to irritate the Jesus out of me, Steve, when coach would stop a play because we didn't even have a basketball yet. We're just running through plays, pump faking a fake basketball like air or having a tennis ball. I hate practicing without a basketball. I hate it. I hate it. This is why you practice basketball without a basketball, so the coach can know you're looking at the right things. Your eyes need to be exaggerated looking at what's going on, because those are the opportunities for us to get our easy baskets. The counter to being a great three-point shooting team is being able to have someone chase you over the top of the screen to open up the layups.
Yeah.
That's
ball.
what the purpose
That's basketball. Yeah, it's like you guys sometimes you forget to play basketball while you're playing this game.
The easiest way to put this sphere into that cylinder is the sport. And what if I told you had 4 opportunities in this one play to get easier buckets than an alley-oop with Sananda Frew dunking over 2 people? This is where free-flowing worries me.
I agree with you on that.
Let's
and I love that you used that play because it still worked.
Yep.
You know, that's the beauty of that. It still worked. So
listen, a mechanical
doesn't make it right.
You can drive. You can drive your electrical powered Tesla all you want, and it can go to 0 to 200 in 7 seconds. But when the electricity's out, When you need to jump start your Ford, you rely on the basic knowledge of an engine and a carburetor and good old-fashioned gasoline.
That's it, man.
To jump start this car. The jump start in the easy buckets is what we are missing to jump start our offense. And when there's not electricity for the Tesla, that's like your three-pointer not going down. You need to be able to push start your vehicle with easy buckets. But I still love my team. Rolling along, 93.9 The Ville.
We are your home for Jeff Walls and Louisville women's basketball.
Here's Kelly, deep three at the buzzer, no good, ball game over. The Cards come on the road and beat the 12th-ranked Tar Heels.
Pre-game coverage of the Cards in Eastern Kentucky begins tonight at 5:30 with tip-off at 6.
They were doing a really nice job of trying to get to the basket, and we did not squat down and give them an easy 2 points, at the free throw line.
Right here on your home for the Cards, 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg, is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cash back app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and you can get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code STATE5 to get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code STATE5 to get up to a $5 cashback bonus on your first tank. That's code STATE5 for up to a $5 cashback bonus.
Catch Fat Jack from FatJackSports.com on The Drive with Mark Ennis every Thursday at 4:30 during the football season. Mark and Jack will discuss the spreads, the overs, and the under on local and national games. You'll hear angles to games you didn't even know existed. Fat Jack has been a leading sports analyst for 25-plus years. His records are documented and recorded at FatJackSports.com. Listen every Thursday at 4:30 during The Drive with Mark Ennis on 93.9 The Ville.
Hey Louisville, this is Eliza and Zach, the owners of Feel Good Sourdough, and we've got big news.
We're now baking up magic at our brand new spot inside Logan Street Market, introducing Pizza Bomb by Feel Good Sourdough.
It's the same naturally leavened, gut-friendly sourdough you love, now in pizza form. Crispy, chewy, absolutely crave-worthy.
Come see us at Logan Street Market or visit us online at feelgoodsourdough.com and taste the Feel Good difference, one slice at a time.
Now open at Logan Street Market. Feel Good Sourdough. Feel good about what you eat.
Got scrap metal? Midwest Metals makes recycling easy. Step 1, bring your scrap metal to any Midwest Metals location. Step 2, we weigh your haul while you relax. Step 3, get paid. It's that simple. We accept copper, aluminum, brass, and lead at all our facilities, as well as steel at our Shelbyville and Lexington locations. For years, Midwest Metal has been serving our community and spreading the word about the importance of recycling. Visit us in Louisville, Shelbyville, or Lexington, or check out MWMcorp.com for more details. Midwest Metals, recycling made simple, cash made easy.
Hurt in the car? Call Sam Aguiar.
I'm attorney Sam Aguiar. Car crashes aren't just accidents. They happen for a reason, and they can change lives in an instant. At Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers, we handle everything to hold the insurance company accountable. That way you can focus on healing. Your recovery is too important to leave to chance. So if you've been in an accident, check us out online at themansam.com or give us a call, 502-888-8888.
Get practical this holiday and give wash books from Mike's Car Wash. Through January 4th, buy 4 washes, get 2 free on our top 3 washes. Purchase wash books online at mikescarwash.com or at any of our 40 locations. Open daily at 7 a.m.
You work hard to build equity in your home, so why would you give that money to the real estate agents when you sell your home? At Edlin & Edlin, they know you deserve to keep more of that money.
It's a full-service offering. The advantage is that we don't charge as much, even though you get full service. In the regular world, a realtor says that the commissions are 6%, and what we do is accept 1% as the listing agent and recommend you pay the buyer's agent 2.5%. The average home sale around here is around $300,000, so that's $7,500 more dollars in your pocket at closing.
When Edlin lists your home, it immediately goes on all the places where buyers are looking for a home.
When I put a listing on the MLS, it is automatically shared with all the real estate apps. Zillow, Realtor.com, you name it. So all of that overhead in my business is gone. And what really should happen, prices should go down, the price of real estate services. And that's what we're reflecting in our commission structure.
So visit Edlin.com to start keeping more of your home's equity. That's Edlin.com, EDELEN.com.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
Round 1 of the college football playoff. Let's go! Friday, Oklahoma hosts Alabama. Boomer! Then on Saturday, it's Miami at Texas A&M. Followed by Tulane at Ole Miss. And finally, James Madison at Oregon.
Right here on your home for college football. ESPN 680, 105.7, 93.9 The Ville, and the ESPN Louisville app.
Sports fans, score big at Boom Bars Pizza and Watch Bar. Enjoy gourmet pizzas, game day specials, handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold beer, and the best game day atmosphere in town. Boom Bars is the perfect spot for sports fans, private parties, and gatherings, with state-of-the-art audio and video systems making every game day special for the big game. Boom Bars Pizza and Watch Bar. Eat, drink, watch. Order online at boombars.com.
Miss anything from your favorite show? Head over to Extreme Auto Sound and Marine Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com, XAS502.com.
Cold weather is here, and it can wreak havoc on your car. Weak batteries, worn brakes, low tire pressure, and slipping on winter roads. Don't wait until you're stranded. At Barnes Auto Service, ASE-certified technicians have kept Louisville drivers safe for over 40 years. From batteries to brakes, heating systems to winter tires, Barnes gets it done fast, fair, and backed by a 2-year, 24,000-mile warranty. And for ESPN Louisville listeners, here's a winter treat. Get 10% off any repair or service when you mention ESPN. BarnesAutoservice.com, trusted, local, and ready to keep you moving.
Looking to elevate your space? KPG Glass has you covered. From custom showers and bathroom glass to windows, doors, and unique custom etching and even printed glass, KPG brings your vision to life. Need something bigger? KPG specializes in large commercial construction and renovation. KPG delivered stunning custom glasswork to the Keeper Center and the baseball team's locker room renovation. Look up their portfolio on kpgglass.com. That's kpgglass.com.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Hi, this is Paul Rogers. Over the years, I've seen how injuries can slow anyone down. That's why when someone needs expert orthopedic care in Louisville, I point them to Ellison Bodenhausen. For over 50 years, Ellison Bodenhausen Orthopedics has kept Louisville moving, at home, at work, and on the field. With 10 board-certified orthopedic surgeons and 4 convenient locations, they treat everything from fractures and sprains to joint replacements and chronic pain with expert care and real results. Same and next-day appointments are available at all locations. Walk-in clinics are offered every Monday morning from 8 to 9:30 at East Point, Dixie, and St. Matthews. Call 502-587-1236 or visit enbortho.com to schedule. That's at Ellison Bodenhausen Orthopedics, the care you deserve, the results you expect.
Do you want to grow your business? ESPN Louisville wants to help take it to the next level. Let ESPN Louisville assist through the best sports talk, the power of local and national sports news, brand building and connecting fans through audio and digital elements, live broadcasts, and much more.
Hey, it's Creighton from the Diener Show here, and I've recently discovered Hectare's low-dose Delta-9 THC and CBD infused drinks. Your new go-to for a hangover-free buzz. Sip on bold flavors like dragon fruit or the delicious blood orange vanilla with 5 milligrams of hemp-derived Delta-9 THC and CBD. It's federally legal, low-calorie, and hits in just minutes for a smooth social vibe. Hectares is my alcohol alternative so I can stay California sober. It's tasty, relaxing, and keeps the good times rolling for a buzz without the booze. Find Hectares THC seltzers at your local liquor store or online at hectares.com. Sip, smile, and find your vibe with Hectares.
College basketball play-by-play on ESPN Louisville is delivered by Cox's and Evergreen Liquors, Louisville's neighborhood liquor store. Alexa, play ESPN Louisville.
Get practical this holiday and give wash books from Mike's Car Wash. Through January 4th, buy 4 washes, get 2 free on our top 3 washes. Purchase wash books online at mikescarwash.com or at any of our 40 locations. Open daily at 7 a.m.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of
We got to fix some things, or I don't want to see him again.
knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut-rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future.
In what way? Elaborate on this one.
Or just need some mortgage advice. These are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this top-notch service. Might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Memphis is
Josh
out of
Jarbo,
here, y'all.
principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z. NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
Card fans, the Louisville baseball season is coming soon. Catch the action at Jim Patterson Stadium by securing your 2026 season ticket for as low as $62. Lock in your seats today by visiting gocards.com/BSB tickets and go Cards.
I thought he was gonna. I think he was playing the long game, trying to wear Tennessee down. A water or sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Also, want to remind you about my friends over at the Grout Medic of Louisville. Get over and check them out. Listen, 502-609-3900 is the number. They do regrouting, recaulking, cleaning, sealing, tile repair, and replacement. You're already thinking about it. I can see you. You're already thinking about spring projects. That's a fact. Like, you're like, dang. When I said that, you were like, yeah, Steve, you're right. I already got a few on my mind. Spring projects are going to be here before you know it, man. It's already almost Christmas time. We're going to be hitting New Year. Boom, boom. It's going to be that. So go ahead and start thinking about that now. Listen, the Grout Medical Louisville, they have a customer first mentality. They do residential and commercial. So they'll work for your business. They'll do something just for your home, either one. Give owners Jeremy Wheatley, Audrey, and Marty McGraw a call for a free estimate at 502-609-3900 and let them come out and help you today with the Grout Medical Louisville.
Let's make this hour about fixes, Steve.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I would like to start. We have a couple that waited through the break.
Okay.
So I do want to do that, though. I love that.
Well, caller, if you waited to the break, you don't have to fix it. You're still on the critique side of the hour. But fire away.
We can do whatever we want.
Yep.
Let's start off with Zachy G. Welcome in. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, guys? We got a nice little day out here in Louisville. It's about 50 degrees today, so I'm happy for that.
Beautiful.
Would have been nice to be coming off of a win. Shout out to you guys for making the trip, man. That's pretty cool.
Thank you, man.
The hard fan stuff right there. Pretty cool.
Great time.
Yeah, Tennessee was going to come into that game last night just salivating off of a 10-day layoff and 3-game losing streak. At the same time, man, they didn't really impress me with what they were doing. I feel like we are more skilled than them. We just played right into their hands. They dictated the matchup and how it was going to be, and it just sucks because it's another SEC thing, and it just means more for them.
Elaborate on skill really quick. When you say we're more skilled,
I think we have better guards. I think we have better guards than them. I think Frew is a more talented big all around than their bigs. I feel like they just kind of bullied us more so than anything. I feel like we're a smarter team than them. I just feel like they just had more muscle, more strength, and just kind of pushed us around all game and dictated it. If that makes sense.
No, it does. It does. Yep. It does.
Absolutely. Like skill. We have skill as in finesse. More shooting capability, more ball handling capability. I wasn't really impressed with anything that the Gillespie kid was doing. He just was getting the Gortat screen and just getting Olay to the basket every time. And that Gortat screen is a whole other thing. I think that needs to be reviewed in the game of basketball in general. It's a really annoying loophole. But anyways, I feel like, the front court's definitely an issue. Zoo and Alley, I feel like in those types of games and really any game, they feel unplayable at points. And, Pryor and Roos could be an answer, but I feel like they want to be guards sometimes. And, Hadley's really the only true forward, but then I feel like he gets stuck playing 4. And against a guy like Carey last night, he just didn't stand a chance. And I'm really, really nervous about UNC because that Caleb Wilson kid, man, he could end up being our worst nightmare. And Duke's the same way. Yeah. So, it would have been really nice to have a guy off the bench like a Sidney Curry, Steve Enoch, Brandon Huntley Hatfield or something. We need a backup big like that to help for not this finesse. And then Zoo just still kind of seems like he's transitioning into American basketball, and it still kind of seems like he just is lost on rotations and things like that. Doesn't really stunt at the ball and be able to drop back on his big, on those oops and stuff. Like he did get punched on twice pretty bad. But I'm not out on this team. We got so much talent, so much shooting capability, but we do got to find a counterpunch. And I do think it's going to be, hey, every team's going to know that we're going to shoot the crap out of the ball. 34 3-point attempts last night. How about a pump fake and blow by? One time, every time we did it, even McNeely got to the basket a couple of times. He shot a little left-handed floaters, and, Ryan Como has a crazy fast first step, and so does Woolley. Let's just go try to get fouled. And especially in a game like that where they want to muck it up and play physical, you might not get the whistle every time, but you're going to get it more times than not if you're going to try to match that physicality level. You can't just rely on the spray and pray, and that's sometimes analytically, I feel like that's what Pat wants to do, and it feels really NBA gimmicky kind of sometimes. It's like if your shot doesn't go, it just feels like we don't have a shot at all in the game. But and I think one last thing I wanted to point out was the broadcasters last night said that a team that shoots 50% of their shots from the field from three have never won a national championship. And that's another thing that that worries me. So I'll let you all respond to that, and appreciate y'all taking my call, and y'all have a good one. Thanks.
Yeah. I appreciate it. I got a couple things I want to get to with him, but let's go ahead and get Sam on really quick. Sam waited through the break too.
Okay.
And we'll go back and kind of touch base on both of them. Sam, welcome into 93.9. What's up?
What's up, fellas? First time listener on our way back from Knoxville. Got to the game last night.
Thank you. Thank
you. Sweet atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Top lived up to the hype.
It was fun.
We'll definitely be back.
Yep.
One thing I wanted to say real quick. Appreciate you guys and all the banner back and forth.
Of course.
Not ready to give up on this team yet.
Yeah.
Still only a month in the season.
Right.
But I did look up last year and just the teams that played Tennessee, and our defending champion Florida, who looked as dominant as anybody could have looked in a recent March Madness,
sure,
actually got blown out by them by 20 last year, 44-64 in Knoxville.
Yeah.
So if that's any positive reassurance that teams can turn it around, and getting bullied in Knoxville doesn't mean your season's over, I think that's a positive takeaway.
Sure. No, listen, Sam, I appreciate the call, and thanks for listening to us and giving a ring in on the trip home. Yeah,
yeah. Guy and calling in.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the way home, so from the game. If let me go back to
Zachy
G, something that he said that I actually do kind of agree with, and then I'll let you kind of finish the play. Watching Tennessee last night, I do agree with him. I didn't get the same feel as I got with Arkansas, even though Tennessee won by more points. I did not think Tennessee did not overly impress me the way Arkansas did. Arkansas was like, God, and some of that could just be my Cal, just like, hey, these guys are crazy athletes.
Yeah, right.
But Tennessee did not give that vibe. Like, I was like, Tennessee lost to Syracuse a week and a half ago, and I'm like, yeah, I can see it. Like, I don't think Tennessee, and this is where I'm saying maybe it's a matchup issue. But I'm not picking Tennessee to go to some Final Four or be some great team all of a sudden. I mean, I don't know if they'll finish top 3 or 4 in their conference. And they're fine.
What about this?
I mean, they're not garbage.
Let me ask you
They
this.
beat Houston. I mean, they don't suck.
Does Tennessee? Okay. Does Louisville find ways to make teams beat themselves? And then when we match up against teams who don't beat themselves, it's a glaring
Sure.
type of game. Like if you're good at wearing a team down, that would probably be described as making a team beat themselves, make a team get fatigued, make a team start turning the ball over, and teams that don't beat themselves with turnovers and simplified game plans with athletes. Is that one of our quote unquote kryptonites?
Could be. I just, that's a little worrisome, if so, because I feel like most of the teams that will beat themselves
won't be in the
tournament, are going to be a little less talented than you.
Yeah.
Well, even if they're tournament teams, like I still think Louisville's a really good basketball team.
Yes.
So I mean, you can say, well, yeah, no, they're still. I mean, they could be 5-6 seeds and be worse than us, but it's like that can't be the only teams that I can beat without a superhero performance.
Here's what I'll say about your comment about as far as like I'm not impressed by Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I even offered the pushback with Zachy G on the comment about skill, because a carpenter is able to repeat certain steps of safety, like all the repeatable mark twice, cut once, all those fundamentals to a carpenter are what skill is to me, right?
Yeah.
A double, triple step back, I argue about the level of skill. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, I'm not saying I disagree, but I'm saying you have to add skill to the simple things, executing the simple things, getting lower than your man, you know, hitting your free throws, you know, whatever it is, you know, just the things that go unnoticed are skill. And that's why the older coaches last the way they do, you know, at a high level. Sananda Frew got the ball on the block early. Did you see him take about two dribbles and spin?
I have it in my notes.
And you're like, what the hell was that?
I have circled in my head that I was like, I want to see. We have to start getting Sananda Frew the ball on the block more. I think we that and
did
that's
he just
something
find that move in his pocket somewhere, Steve?
Yeah, I think he's acclimating to the game a little more, and I do think that he's the type, because when I'm talking bigs are soft, bigs are this, when I'm mad and stuff like that, I'm still saying I think he's a pretty good player.
It's that play that makes you get mad at him, though.
And I think we didn't even look for him. I mean, there was a couple plays that there was one play too, and I was as a big man, I was proud of Sananda. I help me if you remember who it was that threw the entry pass. But they throw the entry pass, guy comes around, and they throw it low, and the guy comes around him. And Sananda had set his butt down, and he put his big paw up, and they threw it low. And the guy comes around him, knocks it out, and anyways, it's Louisville's ball. And he looks right at, I wish I could remember who it was. I'll have to go back and find it. He looks right back at the player and puts his hand up, kind of like, not in a degrading way, but in a, if my hand's here.
I gave you a target.
Throw the ball there.
I gave you a target.
Yeah, like because I was letting him come around my left side.
I was doing to them what they just did to me and turned and went baseline and punched it.
100%. And that's where he was facing. He was right because it was in the first half. He was right hand in the air. I'm going to turn baseline. Give me the ball there. And I was like, okay, we might have something there. If Frew is starting to Ray Spalding them a touch, and you know what I mean by that? Me and you sat in the front row and we watched Ray Spalding, and that was a little different dynamic because I think him and Dingadale hated each other, but it was but he was very clear. Give me the ball.
Here.
You know,
give it to me here.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. And that could be a big development. And I know that's one little play in a game, whatever. That could be a big development.
And Frew has abnormally long arms, in my opinion. You should be able to take advantage of that on some post injuries.
And huge hands. Notice it about him. He's got massive hands. You put it up where that paw is, and he's learning to put guys on his hip. He's learning to spin. That spin's getting a little quicker. That spin, like all those moves are getting a little better. He had one jump hook in the middle that I think he ended up missing, but I was like, that's new. That's new. There's things there. So when I'm fixing this team, okay, and I spent an hour and 20 minutes poo-pooing them, okay? So now when I'm fixing them, I'm going, okay, that's a positive to take out of last night. What if I tell you in February I've got what if we're playing Baylor in Fort Worth and Sananda's taking that big man, Tosafew or whatever his name is, and he's just putting him on his hip and he's going to work. Well, that's different. Something we haven't had yet. And that to me, plays like that because I've not seen Sananda talk to another teammate yet. outside of Michael. Him and Michael talk a lot. But he looked right at it and was like, give me the ball. Right here. And like I said, it didn't feel degrading. It didn't feel like, hey, stupid.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, give me it.
And the
here.
more
I'm not
confidence
asking
he
for
has,
it
the
there.
more confident he'll be in saying, okay, I'm right on this one and you're wrong.
Yes.
That was a bad pass.
Yeah, you were wrong by throwing it inside. Like that's not on me. Yeah, so I did like that. That was one thing from last night that I said, okay, all right, let's build that. Let's build on that.
Okay, let me ask.
I'm going to him early and often against Montana on Saturday. And,
Yes.
and I know, you can chuckle a little bit and be like, well, yeah, no kidding. But I'm like, no, we don't do that even against the bad teams. I am beating Montana. I don't give a crap what the score is against Montana as long as you win. I'm going to him early and often in that game.
Let me ask you this. Can we beat somebody one-on-one? How many players on our team can beat somebody one-on-one to get to the basket?
I think Woolley can. Michael's an obvious answer. So, I mean, let's put Michael up there. I think after watching Woolley, I think he can. I think he's just got to do it. You said it earlier. I mean, I know you were talking about him coming off a screen, but I mean, there were moments last night where I think Adrian Woolley should have just been a little more selfish.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have a point guard, man, and he would get a step on a guy, and he would get his feet below a guy, and then he would kind of like look for Ryan coming off a screen or look for, something and wouldn't make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was almost like, okay, am I a point guard? Am I not? What are we doing here?
Okay,
but
listen.
I think he can beat guys.
Kobe Rogers can. Okay? Michael Brown can. Woolley can at times, but he is a lefty.
Yeah.
He is a lefty. And he's going to have to get a stronger lefty first step and a counter without putting the ball behind his back or turning around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Conwell, like, these guys don't have incredible first steps. It takes them.
No, I agree.
Three dribbles to, how we talk about one-on-one is only 3 dribbles. You should be able to jab and unless you're a point guard, you should be able, as a wing, you should be able to jab and be at the dotted line or close to it in 2 dribbles.
Absolutely.
Okay?
We shouldn't even have to use a dribble in the corner.
Right.
Like, if you get the ball in the corner and you put it, like, you shouldn't even. Why are you using a dribble? Like, you're just wasting a dribble in the corner.
And
make a move.
I think our team, like, mentality is when they get the ball on the 3-point line, their first thought is, can I get this shot off? Instead of attacking the defender. If they got space and you got Nate Ament running out, like, you don't realize that somebody running out, there's a reverse momentum. Like, you should be able to blow by somebody 6'10" running out to chase you off the 3-point line.
Oh, my God. They should be food. Running out? Like, what the hell's he going to do when you take off?
You're right. You'll be going that direction, and they'll be going towards you.
Unless you don't play low, and then he'll just put his big old foot out, and he'll stay in front of you.
Unless you don't play low and strong. Angles, not going around people. Take away their angle. The only way they can stop that is if they have to anticipate what you're going to try to do and try to jump and get a charge. 100%. When you're Ryan Conwell, like, I understand what people are saying about him not getting a shot off. And I'm like,
oh, yeah.
He's not getting this clean look off because he's trying to get off a clean look instead of attacking his opponent. Yeah. So in the film room today, which is these things I'm talking about are really fixable. Fixable.
Without question.
You should be.
It's why I'm not nuclear bombing the team today, because I'm like, I do still see fixable things. Will they do it? We haven't, you got to prove that to me first.
Attacking that upper foot and getting low and exploding towards the basket. And here's the final step to that part. The reason I even asked about getting around people is because we shoot good, which means everyone's off balance in the closeout. And if they're not off balance in the closeout, they will be probably the next time you get the ball. And if the final boss to getting the counter to our offense is getting in that lane with a jump stop, getting in that lane with a base, 2 feet, not one leg. One leg. Go ahead.
You just gave Lieberman butterflies. You just aroused him wherever he's at.
Is he a jump stop head?
Yeah,
a playoff 2 feet head.
Not that he's a jump stop head, but in the situation you're talking about, a blow by, you can get in the middle, boom, you know, give him that big Texas hop and be able to finish, you know, or move. Yeah.
That's how you put them in jail, like they did us.
He just moaned wherever he's at. If he's having dinner with somebody, he's like, oh. They were like, what happened?
He's wearing one of those secret.
Yeah.
Secret buzzers. No, but seriously, Steve, like getting in that lane is one thing. Getting in that lane on balance with 2 hands on the basketball is another. The recovery won't be as strong. And Tennessee was a great example of they help. They help.
They're stout defensively. Like they really are stout defensively. Off the ball, like
they protect their paint, Steve.
They do. They really
they were hard to get around. They protect their paint. The only way like I said, you have to be able to get in, pass strong. That is how we're gonna have to start attacking fundamentally sound teams. Like I said, you can get away with playing off of 1 foot, playing off balance, you know, like I said, with some cohesion and some togetherness and all that good stuff and unselfishness. But when it rubber meets the road, you got to be able to jump stop, pump fake, get some people up in the air, get some fouls, get to the free throw line. We're not getting fouled enough.
No, not at all. And hit your freaking free throws too. That would be fantastic.
That would be a good fundamental start.
Where are we at? Or where are we at on breaks? Because I do we need to break?
Yeah,
really
we
quick?
have to break.
Okay, well let's break really quick because I have something bubbling in me that I have to at least let out. Okay.
Better out than in, they always say.
Speaking of arousal, there was news yesterday, and I'm just gonna say it. I don't like putting myself out here like this with possibility things, but I'm gonna do it with this one. So let's make this break a little quicker because I want to have a few minutes to be able to talk about this when we come back. And it's get ready.
Good tease.
I can't wait.
Quick commercial break. 93.9 The Ville.
This is Nathan Huber with ESPN Louisville. As a sports official, I'm always on my feet. I suffered with severe pain in my left foot for 2 years. Having been misdiagnosed by 2 other podiatrists, I was frustrated and not sure where to turn. I was fortunate to find Dr. Patel and his great team at New Horizon Foot and Ankle. On my
Lower that
first visit,
thing
Dr.
down
Patel
a little bit.
identified
What's for
my
lunch,
issue
y'all?
and
What's for
started
lunch,
treatment
Charles?
that day.
Red
Thanks
State.
to his expertise, I am back on the field.
Let's get some
stronger than
ideas
ever,
going
and
around.
I can't thank his team enough. New Horizon Foot and Ankle, where innovation meets excellence.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Are you ready to make some money betting the games? College football playoffs are here. The NFL is in full swing, and we are making a ton of money. December has been incredibly profitable, not just in football and basketball, but across all sports. Go to FatJackSports.com. Get signed up today for $299. Get all the football through the end of the month. $399 gets you football and hoops through the end of the month, or add everything and make even more. FatJackSports.com.
I agree, Mr.
Go
C.
to the end of the year and make the
Identify
most for the best price. Get signed
Get
up
back
today.
to practice. Work on it.
Looking to boost your team's image and professionalism? Turn to Shaheen's Uniforms. They understand the importance of a polished appearance. The range of business uniforms is designed for comfort, durability, and style, no matter the industry you're in. The best part? They offer customer branding services. Make your mark with logo embroidery and personalized designs that showcase your company's identity. From the office to the job site, they got the perfect uniform solution for your business. Elevate your team's confidence and impress your customers. Ready to take your business to the next level? Visit Shaheen's Uniforms today to discuss your uniform needs. Shaheen's Uniforms, where experience, quality, and your business's image come together. together.
Pretty soon, turning on the heat in your house will be a common event. And if you're not sure your heating system is ready for the winter months ahead, it may be time to call who we call at the station, DFH Company. This month from DFH, you'll receive a 10-year parts and labor warranty. And you'll finally have the temperature just right in that hard-to-heat-up room this winter. It's hard to stop a train, so call DFH Company today about a train comfort system at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions subject to credit approval.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Hey Louisville, it's David from Chick-fil-A Stony Brook and Chick-fil-A Bardstown Road. The seasons may be changing and the holiday season is here. However, one thing remains the same, and that is the dependability of catering from Chick-fil-A Stony Brook and Chick-fil-A Bardstown Road. Chick-fil-A makes your meal planning easy, from chicken nuggets, chicken strips, chicken minis, and our delicious mac and cheese. These feast favorites are perfect for your holiday gatherings. Order yours today by calling Chick-fil-A Stony Brook or Chick-fil-A Bardstown Road, or order online at LouisvilleCFA.com or on your Chick-fil-A app.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
At Flynn Brothers Contracting, building communities is at the heart of what we do. This holiday season, we're grateful for the neighborhoods, families, and partners who choose us. From our team to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Right up, man. Like
I'm standing up. Let me get
doing some plyos.
Get stuff out of my pockets. Because I don't put myself out here like this very often, Marcus. You understand that? You
I'm
know
listening.
Me. You know I don't do that. But I want to fire a warning shot to fans that don't like the University of Louisville and don't like Steve Rummage and Marcus Maben. I am going to be an absolute menace to society this offseason if you let Dylan Raiola end up at Louisville. I am going to be an absolute menace, Marcus. I'm going to have people pinching their nipples in anger. Just, ugh. You think Matt Jones is bad talking about 10-2? Oh, boy. Oh, buckle your seatbelt if we get this kid. Because I'm telling you right now, Marcus, I am going to say we ain't losing a game. And if we lose a game, I'm not going to be shook at all. I'm going to say, okay, well, we're going to win the next 7.
Will Dylan put Brom in danger, Steve?
If you let me have a former number 1 quarterback who wants to come, by the way, I don't want to give away too much, but, contacted Louisville and doesn't want to take an insane amount of money.
They want to clean the budget out?
Just wants to get better. Wants to make the league. If that ends up happening, and I don't know that it will. But I'm just saying, and that's why I say I don't like to put myself out there because the kid may go somewhere else, and that's fine. Good for him. But I'm just saying, if you let him put the Cardinal bird on, it's going to be bad. I am going to go total Super Saiyan if this kid ends up at Louisville, Marcus.
2,000 yards, 18 passing touchdowns, 72.4% completion percentage.
Oh, boy. Oh, Marcus. Oh, baby. Somebody better pay that kid. Y'all better pay him away from Louisville. Y'all better not let Jeff Brom get his hands on Dylan Raiola.
Hold on.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Oh,
gosh darn it. Steve.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm going to do for you. I want you to.
I got to change.
Go to your. And you do know Nebraska's an Adidas school too, right?
I do.
Steve, can you go to
maybe Adidas is helping out a touch? Who knows? You never know. Hypothetically.
You said what?
Maybe Adidas wants to help out a little bit.
Adidas is facilitating?
Who knows? Maybe.
Go to your Twitter.
I'm going to my Twitter. Marcus.
Show Nikki.
Zach, look at.
Oh, you need that.
Oh God.
Describe what you're looking at, Steve.
I'm looking at the Oakleys. He's got the mullet, the zigzag. He's like he's like Polynesian, like a part. This guy. Oh my God. Marcus.
Let's check back on Steve in 4 hours.
Yeah. 4 hours, I'm going to be at the doctor. I can tell you that right now. Oh, my God. You better not let Jeff Brom get this guy. Look, I'm telling people, I'm like, no, seriously. Somebody needs to step up and pay him.
It's going to turn into.
I'm warning you.
Raiola Men's Health.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I'm warning the nation. I'm like, if I'm Ole Miss, I'm like, we open with y'all. I'm paying. I'm paying somebody. I'll give somebody $4 million just to buy him away from Louisville. I mean, it's come on, man. Y'all better not let that kid end up here. That's all I'm saying. And maybe he won't. I don't know. Maybe he won't. But if you watched any of his film, Marcus,
just highlights. And I'm not doing highlights again. I'm look from now on with my quarterbacks. I'm watching all full games. I'm not going to get Miller Moss again.
Yeah, I'm never getting Miller Moss again.
by watching highlights,
all the highlight tapes against my own dang team. It's like, this guy's awesome.
I'll never do that again. All right, Steve, you want to give some shout outs?
Yeah. Let me give a quick shout out. Give a shout out to my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health. Get over there and check them out, right? Perfect timing. Get over and check them out. Listen, take their low T quiz. It's 10 questions, 2 minutes, yes or no answers. It's over at tristatemenshealth.com. Then is what you're going to do is go to one of their great locations in Louisville in Northern Kentucky, Cincinnati, or Columbus. And it's a 30-minute appointment. You're going to go in there. They're going to take your blood. Boom, boom. They'll give you, kind of what they feel is right for you. And that may not be always what's right for the next person. It could be each person, they tailor that to you. So, and if you sign up for testosterone the day you go in, they'll waive the $99 fee completely. You won't even have to deal with that. So get over there and check them out. Tri-State Men's Health, whether it's energy, whether it's weight loss, or whether you're one of the 50% of men dealing over the age of 50, dealing with erectile dysfunction. Look, I didn't say over 50. Zach looked at me like, what are you talking about? It means out of me and you, Zach. No, somebody is, 50% of men over the age of 50 dealing with erectile dysfunction. So get over and check them out, Tri-State Men's Health, and let them know you heard about them right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All right, hit it, Zach. What you got lined up for the rest of the day?
Yeah, well, Zach, what do you got going on today, man? You got the podcast?
Oh, we got the podcast. It came out yesterday. We'll put it, the Zach EC College Football Show. We got into a little bit of the Heisman Trophy stuff, talked about some coaching news, and I put people in their place for arguing about the Tulane and James Madison equation of them being in the playoff. I don't want to hear it from everybody. They earned their way in. I don't want to hear people like, oh, Notre Dame should have got in, or Miami should have got in. You guys lost multiple games. Whatever happens, happens. Get over it.
That's great.
Where can I find this podcast, Zach EC?
You can find it on ESPN additional programming under the ESPN Louisville tab.
Okay, the College Football Podcast.
The Zach EC College Football Show.
Zach EC College Football Show.
Yes.
I want to get that right. The Zach EC College Football Show under the extra programming.
Additional
on the ESPN
programming.
tab.
Yep.
And we'll have our full playoff bracket and picks coming out the next day or so.
When's it come out every week?
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays every week.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's out. Yesterday's is out there right now, and the people better be ready for tomorrow.
Heck yeah, man. I love it, man. Yeah, pump that up, man. It's good stuff. I hear him in there recording, man. It's really good. Check it out.
All right, go ahead.
Play us out,
Go ahead and play us out. Listen, fixes. All we need is fixes from now on. For the rest of the week, let's fix this team, get it going. Listen, Montana's very underrated, Steve.
Yeah, look, I'm gonna build Montana up to be like, hey, look, y'all better show up.
Yeah.
You lose like that, you better treat them like they're the freaking Lakers.
Hey, Coach said he's gonna schedule the Lakers. You got it coming up. Next game.
Welcome.
93.9 The Ville.